Okay guys, I am here for video number 2, and we're doing the amazing apricot chicken, which comes with green beans and potatoes. So I have my chicken here, and I'm going to open up the bag and let you see what's inside. Okay, so we have green beans, thyme, apricot preserves. This is balsamic vinegar. We have some potatoes, a shallot, and this just says chicken, so I'm assuming it's like a chicken bouillon or a chicken flavoring. So let's see where to start for this one. Of course, we're going to need the basics, like butter, olive oil, salt, and vinegar, but looks like we're going to adjust the rack. I've already preset the oven to 475. I'm going to wash and dry the produce and dice the tomatoes with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast for 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get that started, and then we'll move on. Okay, so the instructions said to cut into about 1/2-inch cubes, and so I cut them as small as I could. And then we added salt and pepper and drizzled with olive oil. So I'm going to put these in the oven for 10 minutes, and after I do that, I am going to go ahead and start chopping up the shallots, or the one shallot, and prepare the green beans. So I'll be back. Okay, so my shallots are here chopped up. I am drying off and seasoning my chicken, and the potatoes are halfway done. So now it's time to add the green beans, which I did here. They are already tossed in salt and pepper and olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back in the oven for 12 minutes. Okay, we're on to chicken. So I am heating some olive oil here in a pan. I have my chicken here seasoned, so I'm just waiting for this to heat up. It still needs about a minute or so that I can add the chicken. And just like the last recipe, we're going to cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes per side. That's normally average. I normally pull my chicken once it hits about 130 to 140 degrees and then let it rest, and it will normally go up to about 160 to 165, which is the safe temperature. So as you see here, this is what we're going to do. I will transfer it to a cutting board once it is done to let it rest, and then we'll go on to the sauce. Okay, so the chicken is done and resting, and so now I am heating up olive oil once more. The instructions were to wipe out the pan and add more olive oil with the shallots, so that's what I'm going to do. And then after that, we're going to add the thyme springs with it, and then cook that for a couple minutes. We're going to put in the jam and the vinegar, and then we're just going to keep going from there. We're just going to follow all these instructions, let it thicken up so it's a sauce, and then we will be able to plate. And yes, I realize I said thyme springs. I know it's sprigs. It's just, it's been a day. So, all right. Okay. Okay, so I'm using a huge pan, so of course the sauce is really to one side, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut up our chicken, add our potatoes and string beans, and we're just going to go ahead and go from there. Okay, so this is what it looks like plated, with the chicken, the potatoes, and the green beans, and we're going to go in and let Jay taste it.
Smells good. Hi. You want me to pause this?
If you want to. My arm is about to give out.
What am I supposed to do?
Taste it.
Here, kitty, look at that. It's good cat food.
Great. Now, this is the blandest of the ones I got because of you. So just let me know what you think. You can add stuff if you need to.
Get your stank ass nose out of there. I like the flavor and the consistency on the green beans.
Okay.
They're crunchy. They're not overdone. They're not soupy. So they got good crunch to them and everything, which I like. It's more like a fresh vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a light tinge of whatever seasonings on it. And that's good. Definitely yellow gold potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the potatoes could use a little bit more pepper or seasoning like what these had on.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, could use a little bit more seasoning on potatoes.
And I under-seasoned because of Jay.
They're kind of like just raw potatoes. So I would up that level.
Got a
Is
head
that the
nod.
apricot whatever drizzle on top?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, hate fruit with my other food, especially cooked. Fruit should be cold. This is a small enough portion of it and everything. It's a little bit more like a little dipping sauce with it. Enhances the flavor. And chicken's thoroughly cooked and everything. Really moist, really tender. It's a win.
All right. Well, you heard it from himself, who's very hard to please. So, anyway, that's it for the video. I'll be back with the steak stuff at some point.
Can I get some ketchup for the potatoes?
Oh my God, bye.